because you see that in the P&L chart. Not only from that moment we're capitalizing on that, but then as you said, like sort of going off the back of that momentum and then getting to the sort of 7-8 year mark, you see the huge rise in terms of P&L. It's absolutely phenomenal. And one thing that you mentioned is that you're still learning to this day, and I do truly believe that there's a massive misconception in the retail space where it's like once you're a consistently profitable trader, that's it, you've made it. Now you can just go and trade the market, make your money.
I wish. I mean, what people need to realize is no matter how good I got, probably every year I was very high frequency day trader. So you're placing so many bets. No matter how good I got, most years I would still have probably 1 or 2 negative months per year, where I would make some big bet, I'd mess up somewhere. And one thing that I think is always true, if you speak to a real trader, the job is never, ever easy. It is always hard. You always need to improve your game. You always need to be focused. You always need to be prepped. If you ever let your guard down, the market punishes you. So that's why it's even more comical when you see the videos of the jet set lifestyle, going out for models and bottles during the week. Oh, then we're just gonna race around in our fast cars, and oh yeah, made it quick, 50 grand today. It's like it's just not reality. And I think so much of this job, especially for the people listening, if there's 2 things I would emphasize, it's the power of environment. When you put yourself in an environment that optimizes your learning, and then also the power of feedback loops, right? If you were to go to the gym and you were to lift and you were to eat right and you were to do everything right, and after 3 months you didn't see any progress, odds are you're not going another 6 months. And the more you can make things a positive feedback loop, the more you can get that momentum, and it all just helps itself. And that's why, especially if I'm working with newer traders, younger traders, you want them to build consistency first. And so on the internet, all you have is this gain porn, right? Of oh my God, this person made 100K, this person made 50K, this person made $1 million. It's all just gain porn. And of course, what you're seeing some very advanced traders.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're watching me for the very first time, I go by the name FelloF. We are watching the Bitcoin charts. So this is Bitcoin that we have here. Actually, this is not a live position high arena booster. Thanks for joining. Nice to have you here. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin chart, and this is actually a trade we took earlier this week. Okay, it's not a live trade right now. The trade is still running because I believe Bitcoin is still very, very bullish. Okay, so a lot of you will be asking that, okay, as of right now, what do we do? Let us do a top-down analysis together. Okay, so if you are joining me for the very first time, don't forget to show some love by subscribing to this channel. Okay, I want us to do a top-down analysis together from the weekly all the way down to the daily. So feel free to ask me your questions in the comment section if you have any questions, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel because we'll be having sessions like this back to back. Okay, I believe you all can see my screen, and this is Bitcoin for those who are still joining. Okay, this is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. All right, if you notice, I've drawn some 2 straight lines across the chart. These are support zones. Okay, you see, this is the previous all-time highs of Bitcoin, which was somewhere around $69,000. Okay, so Bitcoin crashed all the way back down to its previous all-time highs, and you realize that Bitcoin actually break through the previous all-time highs before halving, which on the normal circumstances, Bitcoin usually creates a new all-time high after the Bitcoin halving. So now the question so many people are asking is it the end of the bull run? All right, most of you guys are not crypto guys and you're more into forex trading, so you don't understand all these terms or all these things I'm talking about. All right, halving is a cycle or is a season in the crypto space where the amount of rewards given to those who are mining Bitcoin is divided into 2, which means if last cycle, or if for the whole of this cycle, the reward for every uh, mathematical equation that you solve successfully to earn rewards in Bitcoin was to be, let's say, 1 Bitcoin. Now, when they say it's halving, it means they will break that Bitcoin into 2, and now you start receiving 0.5 Bitcoin instead of 1 Bitcoin. So, under normal circumstances or historically, before or after every halving, we have a new all-time high in crypto or on Bitcoin. But this time, we had an all-time highs before the halving, and after the halving, we had a retracement or a little pullback. Then we had this a new all-time high around $126,000. Okay, so I'm a strong Bitcoin guy. I love Bitcoin so much. I've been following Bitcoin back to back, like almost every blessed day since 2021. So everything you see on my chart, I just had to clear my chart today because Bitcoin actually destroyed what I've been following up for over 2 years now. Okay, so if you are new here, do not forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel. Okay, and your subscription will go a long way to help. And tell me in the comment section exactly where you're streaming from, because we are about to start doing some top-down analysis on Bitcoin. All right, so like I said, we have a strong support level here where Bitcoin actually bounced off, but Bitcoin break through on the weekly but did not close below, even though on the daily you will see that it closed below the zone, but the next day it closed above the zone. All right, telling us this zone is holding price. Okay, when you see price reacting around a certain zone so many times, it tells you something about that zone, that it is a strong zone. Okay, so as of right now, you see Bitcoin is also reacting off this our strong support level. Okay, so now looking at the day at the weekly time frame, you see we look so bearish. Okay, it's bearish because first you see we had a structure here. We had this structure. This is a zone where price actually created a new high after creating this zone, so it was a lower high. Okay, now price did what? It crashed all the way down and created a lower low that is lower than the previous higher low. That's to tell us we have a change of character. Okay, so here is where we had our change of character. Let me okay, so let's take it this way. Let's widen it so that everyone can see better. I just want to make you guys see exactly what's happening on Bitcoin, because it's very important you know exactly what's happening technically before you start looking at it fundamentally, because fundamentally I still look so bullish on Bitcoin because I believe in Bitcoin cycles. But now this cycle is not yet over, and so many of us believe it's going to be a super cycle. Super cycle simply means it's going to be a cycle that has never occurred before. So we had a change of character here. Okay, change of trend. Now this is the weekly time frame. We took out this low, we have taken out this low, and now this is where we are. This is a strong level. First, the weekly candle is still unable to close below this support level, and this is the last structural low we had for this move. Okay, this is the last structural low we had, and this being the last structural low. Hi Twinstorm, nice to have you. This being where are you streaming from? Tell me in the comment section exactly where you're streaming from. This swing low being the last swing low after the Bitcoin halving, we are expecting that price should not take out this swing low, because if price takes out this swing low around $50,000, bro, we are gone. It means the bear market is here fully, and we will continue seeing lower lows and lower highs. So at this point, we are seeing that price left so much liquidity below this zone. So I have to mark out the liquidity zone for us to see. Okay, price left so much liquidity below this zone. So we make it dotted lines. Perfect. So now that price left us so much liquidity below this zone, what has price come to do? Price has swept off the liquidity. Price has swept off the liquidity. And now what are we expecting? We're expecting price to continue going back to the upside. Normally, that's exactly what we should be expecting, because if normally we were supposed to continue dropping, well, if we are supposed to continue dropping, then this candlestick will definitely close within this zone and maybe continue going down, which is very okay for Bitcoin. And we don't control price. What we do is we analyze and do what price is telling us to do. Okay? Yeah. Twinston, nice to have you here. Tell me exactly where you're streaming from. So, you guys, for those who are joining me for the very first time, I go by the name FelloF, and we are currently doing top-down analysis on Bitcoin. All right, because it's weekend and Bitcoin price is still open. You can see price moving, and we can take live trades. That's why we are doing this on Bitcoin, so that if it's possible, we can get some live trades. All right. So if you are new here, don't forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel. I have a free Telegram community where, if you want to be part,
on their biggest trades. What you're not seeing is that what they're doing is probably not right for what you need to be doing. And the more you can build consistency and grow gradually, growing gradually is the fastest path to grow. Growing and changing fast is the slowest path to growth, because you take big losses, you take steps back. And so really working on your environment and the feedback loop is very powerful.
I'm going to go straight in the deep end, because what a lot of people at home might not know.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to show some love by subscribing. All right, guys. So what I'm saying is, since Bitcoin has taken out this weekly liquidity, all right, this is weekly liquidity, it's not daily. And if you notice closely, price made something similar here and took out the liquidity, all right, before giving us this big move. Okay, so you see, price gave us a little pullback here. Let me show you exactly what I'm calling liquidity here. Okay, I want us to look at it this way. So this is something similar. Let me make it dotted lines. Perfect. So what you have here is similar to what we had here. Okay, and what happened? When price took out this one, it gave us this big move. So what are we expecting? Now that price has taken out this one, what are we anticipating for? Another big move to the upside. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. So on the weekly time frame, we look bearish, but we have taken out a liquidity zone. So now we go back to the daily time frame to see the structure on the daily. Perfect. Now, on the daily time frame, you'll see that price, our next candlestick closed very bullish, telling us bull stepped back into the market drastically. Okay, bull stepped back into the market drastically. Not believing in this sell. Personally, I don't believe in this sell, and I still see Bitcoin going up. Okay, I'm currently in a buy position on Bitcoin, so I still look very bullish. Now, on daily, you see that price closed above our support level, and now it is bouncing off the support level, telling us this the support level is holding price. It's becoming stronger. All right. So that's what we have on the daily. Then on the 4 hours, let's see exactly what's happening on the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours, what will give us a clean confirmation is if we can successfully break these highs. Okay. If we can successfully break this high, then honestly, the move has just started. If we can break this high, then we've just started the move. Okay, we've just started the move, and we'll continue buying Bitcoin all the way up. Okay, we'll now start having higher highs and higher lows. But if Bitcoin decides to crash all the way down and take out this low, there's a possibility that we'll break through this weekly support level. Okay, so You need to be very positive and also understand that if you are trading any pair, all right, if you're trading any pair, you should be ready to accept losses when they present, because some people feel like they are invisible, like they should be able to control the market. No, that's not the case, bro. You shouldn't think you can control the market. What you should be focusing more on is how to get some good profits for yourself and step out of the market as soon as you can. Okay, so there's a possibility for price to pull back all the way to this zone. There's a possibility for us to see price come back all the way to this zone before we have this move. Okay, so at this point, I'm not buying, I'm not taking any action. I already have a trade I took around here when I had this powerful morning star. Okay, because there was pressure in the market and I noticed that price started creating us higher highs and higher lows. You notice here, right? We started having higher highs and higher lows. So tell me in the comment section, where exactly are you streaming from? And it's weekend, which pairs would you want us to do top-down analysis on, so that you should prepare yourself for the upcoming week? And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, because on weekdays, we have live sessions like this where we take trades and we make money together here live on YouTube. And my free Telegram community, if you want to be part, it's simple. Just watch any of my videos that I've posted, and in the comments, in the description section of all my educative videos on this channel, you will see the link to my free Telegram. Even my WhatsApp number is there. You can hit me on WhatsApp if you maybe want to join my training session. Okay. So guys, this is Bitcoin, and we are still looking so bullish, because yes, on this is the 4 hours, this is the 1 hour, sorry, we look a little bullish. You see, we've been creating higher highs and higher lows. BTC is going back to 50. All right, Forex governor. Well, it's going down to 50. It's cool. It's cool. That's why the market is open for everyone. Okay, and just give me your take. Tell me exactly why you think it's going down to 50, and I'll also tell you why I think it's not going down to 50. Why I think Bitcoin is bullish. Okay, that's why we are here. We are here to discuss. I am not actually turning down your thoughts, because you too might be a trader and you have your experience, you have lessons you've taken about what I'm doing, you have your experience that the market has taught you. Personally, I've been following up Bitcoin for since 2021. I've been marking out the charts on Bitcoin, trying to figure out every move that occurs on Bitcoin. I saw the crash, but I did not take it because I hardly sell Bitcoin. All right. The last time I decided to sell Bitcoin, it dealt with me. So I only look for buy opportunities on Bitcoin because I'm a Bitcoin bull. And until I see a solid change of character, for me, what I'll consider a complete change of character is if Bitcoin takes out this 50,000 level you're talking about. If Bitcoin takes out this 50,000 level, that's where I know that truly the bear market is here. But as of now, we are still very bullish on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin left so much liquidity below this zone. This is where so many stop losses were, because people thought Bitcoin will never come back down to 70,000. All right, so their stop losses were around here, but now Bitcoin has swept off all the liquidity below this zone, and you see this zone is holding. Price could not slip below. The weekly candlestick is still above our support level. So until we break through, that's when we know. We break through and slip below, that's when we know we are now becoming bearish. So Forex Convo or Forex Governor, nice to have you. Tell me exactly where you're streaming from, and I'm so happy to get your own opinions. All right, so happy to get your own point of view about this. So guys, tell me in the comment section what you would want us to analyze. It's weekend, and you might have some pairs you are preparing to trade this week. For me, I have a couple of pairs I've already marked out and I'm looking forward to trade, though I don't actually draw my conclusions when price is not moving, because we might sleep and price gap and get up on Monday and see something different. So I will decide everything by Monday. All right. So we have top-down analysis to guide us to have our overall bias and be able to continue trading with ease. So this is exactly what we have in Bitcoin. For those who want to be trading live with me, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, because I have live streams back to back where I trade here on the channel, and a couple of you can testify, because we've been making money together, we've been milking together back to back. All right. There was even a time we're trading Nasdaq, but for some time now I've not been trading Nasdaq. I've been trading just Forex pairs. So do not forget to subscribe so that you too can receive notifications when I have a live stream, and you might join me. Let's milk together. And if you want to be part of my free, let me just put my number here for those who are interested to connect with me. You can hit me up on WhatsApp. All right. Let's talk. I love to connect with traders, because I remember when I started my journey, it was so lonely, to the point where I did not know who to connect with. All right, 651-899-562. So that's the WhatsApp number, guys. Those who want to connect with me, feel free to hit me up. I always reply to your message when I'm less busy, and I love to connect with you guys. All right, so tell me in the comment section, where are you streaming from? Personally, I'm from Cameroon, and I'm currently in Abuja. All right, I'm from Cameroon, and I'm currently in Abuja. And honestly, it's a nice place. It's fun to be. The people here are so loving, so loving, and things are less expensive here in Abuja. So tell me where you're streaming from, and tell me what are your takes on Bitcoin. Like Forex Governor just told me Bitcoin is going down to 50K, but I don't think so. I'm not with him on that. Bitcoin bounced off a key level. What are key levels? All right, I want to give you a lesson. All right, go on your charts, on any charts you have. All right, look for round figures. Like if, let's say, Bitcoin, you have 100,000, draw a line on it. 90,000, draw a line on it. Let's do it together, right? Let me teach you something new. It works on every pair. Look at where Bitcoin bounced off. This is 60,000 flats. Let me mark it out. 60,000 flats. If you check all flats, sorry, all round figures, on all the pairs you trade, you see where Bitcoin bounced? It's a round figure. Okay, it's a round figure. These are what I actually call key levels. If you want, I can draw the next 70,000. If you come back in history, you see what happens around 70,000. Price always reacts. You see what price did here? This is 70,000. All right, let's go to 80,000. This 80,000 flats. What's this? You see price? It's not magic. Okay, it's not magic. Let's go up to 90,000. Whenever price gets there, it breaks. Price stops. You see, price stops on key levels. Price stops on key levels. So as of right now, price stopped here, and we're looking forward for price to continue going up. Personally, I believe price will rally from this point. Okay, once price successfully breaks and closes above 70,000, we are gone. And we actually did it. Let's go to the daily and see if the daily candlestick actually closed above 70,000. If it did, then there's a possibility we are going back up fully. I just want us to take a closer look. this Bitcoin crash caused a whole lot of pains. So many people lost funds because of margin trading. If you ask my opinion, I'll tell you, instead of being a Bitcoin trader, be a Bitcoin holder. So you see, price actually closed at over 70,000, 70,400, telling us there's a possibility that Bitcoin will keep rallying. Yes, keep rallying. Because if you look closely, this is the biggest bearish candle since we had this bearish momentum downwards, or this bearish move. And just look at the last candlestick. This candlestick, if you measure it, it is bigger than this bearish candle. Let's see something. Let me see how many pips. Because we take it from where the candlestick, the lowest point it got to, all the way up to the highest point. It is 1,177 pips. Am I even right? 11,000 pips. This is crazy. Okay. Let's take the other. Let's take this bigger one. Perfect. This one is 1,122. All right. The other one was 1,177. So this one is a little bigger. You will say, no, this is a weak. This is part of the candle. All right. So we consider everything about that candlestick to tell you the bulls are powerful in the Bitcoin market. If you check historically, Bitcoin is bullish, very bullish. So this little move, let's go to the monthly time frame because we've seen the weekly. Let's look at the monthly time frame to see. You see, even on the monthly time frame, you see this was liquidity and it has been swept. What are we expecting? Price will continue rallying. For us to know we have a change of character, this is the point we need to break. Once we break this zone, that's when we know Bitcoin is going to continue going bearish because the bear market has come. Okay, so if you are new to this channel and you don't know who I am, I go by the name FelloF, and I trade Forex, I trade crypto and futures. Okay, but on this channel we talk more about Forex. All right, so if you are not yet subscribed, do not forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel because it will go a long way to grow our channel. Okay, it will go a long way to grow our channel and at least give us some grounds. Okay, it's very important. And if you want to join my free Telegram community, just watch any of my videos on this channel. I have a lot of educative content here on this channel that can actually change your trading completely. For those who are still beginners and trying to find profitability, this channel is a perfect base for you. There is a series, a complete beginner's guide, all right? So you can watch all the videos and find your strategy. And if you want to maybe be mentored by me, you want to get lessons from me, I have a complete course that will guide you from zero to profitability, because it's not just an empty course. You also gain access to my mentorship, all right? So I'm not the only one teaching you. We have a couple of traders who guide you with psychology lessons and a lot more that will guide you through your trading journey. A lot of people, personally, I suffered a lot finding profitability. So I had to bring all my challenges and also take challenges from other guys, other traders who also have faced challenges. We all came together and decided to have an academy where we'll be able to share the experience and ease your trading journey. So if you want to be part of my Forex Academy, you can just contact me through the numbers you have on the screen, okay? So guys, tell me exactly what you want us to analyze. I'm here for you and I'm here to do analysis with you. So this is the monthly time frame. You see what Bitcoin is doing on the monthly. It still looks very good, guys. It looks very, very good. And in addition to that, you'll see that even though this candlestick has come all the way down here, it still has 21 days, which means there's a possibility that this candlestick will not close bearish. there's a possibility that this candlestick can still flip all the way up and become bullish. Okay, so you don't draw your conclusions based on one big move. You draw your conclusions on a couple of candlesticks. So candlesticks, every candlestick you see prints a story. It tells a story. Okay, it tells you, like this one that you are seeing. Let's just analyze this first monthly candle. All right, so this is where price opened here. How do I do it? Let me use this tool. So this is the opening price, okay? And this is the highest point. Let me widen it. Let me make the candlestick big so that we all can enjoy this lesson, because these are lessons that you need in your trading journey, okay? So for beginners who are with us, at least they should learn something today. You should learn something new. If you're not subscribed to this channel, know you're missing a lot. If you are not subscribed to this channel, I just want to inform you that you are missing a lot. What's happening? My computer is not responding. Okay. So I want us to work on this candlestick, okay? So where you have my arrow is the opening price. Perfect. That's the opening price. And now the next point is the highest point price got to. This is the highest point price got to, okay? And now this is the closing price. And this is the lowest point price got to. All right, I have to explain something to you, okay? Let me increase the sizes. No, it's okay. This tells you we were bearish, okay? Sellers were dominating in the market. You see this momentum, so many sellers coming down, pam, pam, pam. They came all the way to this point and buyers pushed them up. Now, on the next day, you see buyers, price open here. What happened? Buyers pulled the market all the way up to this zone. But sellers were still dominating. Look at this mirror bozo. Tells you there are a lot of sellers in the market. This candlestick is called a Marubozo, okay? It's a Marubozo. So it tells you there were a lot of sellers, okay? So sellers pulled the market all down. And now on this day, buyers tried to push the market up, but sellers were still very powerful and they dominated, okay? So you see, price came back down. Price came all the way to this zone, but couldn't take out the previous day's low, which means buyers were still a little powerful. So that's why you see this candle is more like a doji. It's a little indecision, but at least it has a body. I'm telling you, bears were still very powerful, okay? Though not as strong as the first day. Now, on this day that I want us to elaborate, let me explain the story behind this candlestick, okay? So on this day, buyers, this is where the market opened. This is where, like, let's say midnight, okay? This is the midnight of this day, and a new day resumed. When the day opened, what happened? Buyers stepped in. They proved to the market that they are dominating. Like, they even took out the previous day's high and came all the way mid the other days, like the day before's mid candle. All right, they went all the way up. But what happened? Sellers still had so much pressure because you see, from this Marubozo, this is just that's why when you see a very powerful bearish candle, you need to start looking forward to take sales into consideration, okay? Because after a Marubozo, it tells you there is so much selling pressure, so much. Even when buyers come in, they cannot dominate sellers because there's so much money from the sell side, okay? Okay, now at this point, what happened? Price came all the way up to this point where you have this my arrow. And when price came to that point, what happened? Sellers just laughed and they stepped back in and said, this is our market. They pull the market all the way down. They break this day's low. They break the next day's low, and this is where they closed. No, they came all the way down. They did not even close here. And now later on, buyers came in a little, but they did not have the strength to push the market back up. So they had to close bearish. So this is the story behind this candlestick. And now this is a whole month. So this is a whole month of activity, because what you see here are monthly candles. Okay, this is a whole month of activity. So tell me in the comment section, where exactly are you streaming from? And do not forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel, and also like the video and share with your friends so that they can join us as we do a little bit of analysis. Normally we're supposed to have analysis, but I can see myself giving you some lessons. Every candlestick you see here has a story to tell. So it's good you candlestick, you understand exactly what story every candlestick is telling. Okay. So tell me, where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? Do not forget to like the video, guys. Also subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch. Okay. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. Okay. So now this is a new one. I just want to clarify this point. Where we are will not determine if we are going to continue down or continue up. No, this candle will not tell you now. You cannot know. You just need to be patient, because we have taken out liquidity below this zone. There were so many stop losses below this zone. That's what we call liquidity. Okay. There were so many stop losses below this structure. You see, after this Marubozo, this bullish Marubozo, what happened? We went all the way up to this point, but now bears came in, people started taking profits. Let me explain what happened. This is a powerful move. Imagine you bought here, and now price gave you all this money to this point. Okay, this is 108,000. That's where you see people started selling. Say, no, I have to take some profits. I have to take profits. I have to take partial profits. And as people are taking off their profits, that's how price is dropping. But now some people still believe that price will continue rising. So others came in and said, whoa, the market is rising. I have to buy. They started buying again. That's where you see there was so much buying pressure all the way to up to 26,000. At this point, people are now taking some profits too. Okay, they stayed here for some time, but this is how many months? They stayed here for 4 months up here. Price stayed up at this zone above 100,000 for 4 months. Okay, so it's normal for some people to become skeptical and feel like, no, Bitcoin might crash. Let me sell. And now, as they started selling, you see, price started crashing. Things started happening. And now, at this point, institutions see that Bitcoin is cheap. It's affordable. This is the best time for them to get in. This is the best time. Now is the best time for institutions to get in. And how do you do? What do you do to become profitable? Or what do you do to make money in the market? You enter when institutions are entering. Okay? They have taken out all the stop losses. All those who said, okay, I'm buying Bitcoin now, price is going up. They bought here and placed their stop losses here. But smart people bought here, and they held all the way up here. They took some profits and still held. Now price has come down and stopped all those who got in later. And now the people who got in here are still in the market and are going to make more profit, which means at this point, institutions are getting in because they have stopped out many people. They use their money as liquidity to fund their accounts and pull the market all the way up again. So we are expecting a rally. So as of now, let's just be patient. Maybe Bitcoin will even close above this monthly zone. We might close bullish, we might close with a doji, we might continue bearish. No one knows. As of now, I cannot predict. But from the monthly perspective, we still have 21 days to see how far the candlestick will close. Now let's go to the weekly, where we have just 1 day, 9 hours. You see what's happening on the weekly. It's pushing all the way up. Maybe it's trying to recover all the losses. Okay, it's trying to recover the losses. And if it finally closes above this zone, it means, oh, that's a clear signal that we are going up. But even if it closes where it is, it's still very bullish because we did not close below our support level. Okay? Are we together? Tell me in the comment section. Are you learning something new? Nobody is talking. You guys are just watching. Tell me in the comment section, have you learned something new? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. It's very important. Subscribing to the channel will help you, not just me, because there are times when I trade live, and during live trading, if you have a live account, you just join me. If I'm making money, we make money together. If I'm losing, we lose together. Okay. And if you want to connect with me, the link, the number on the screen, you can hit me up on WhatsApp. So subscribe to the channel, guys, and let's keep watching Bitcoin. Let me tell you exactly what I think about Bitcoin. We'll be doing this back to back, and normally we trade every day. So always stay active, because whenever you receive a notification that I'm live, join me. Let's trade. So the weekly candlestick is still looking very good. Now on the daily, what happened on the daily? You see that price gave us a candlestick, though it did not successfully engulf this candlestick, but you see this candlestick is bigger than this one, because if you have to consider the wick and everything, this candlestick is bigger, and it closed above our support level, telling us there's a possibility for price to continue rising. So now, as of now, we are looking forward to see if this little candle that is creating this today's candle, we still have 8 hours for this candlestick to close, if it will flip bullish. All right, if it doesn't flip bullish, we'll be expecting to see the one of tomorrow go. And if we take out these highs, then that's where we think maybe this month will close bullish. Okay, and if this monthly candlestick close bullish, there's a possibility we'll continue rising on Bitcoin. So those are my views on Bitcoin. Tell me in the comment section what you think. What do you think? Guys, it's very important. Tell me exactly what you think. All right, guys. See you on the next live stream. It was actually a very great moment with you guys, and looking forward to see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Electropoman, we need to sell. You want to sell Bitcoin? Cool. If you see a sell possibility, cool. No big deal. For me, I'm not looking for sell opportunities on Bitcoin. I'm looking for buy opportunities instead. Beyond limited. Like I said, as of now, there is no decision, because first, Bitcoin, if you want, you can buy, but know that the risk to reward will be the risk will be too much, because if you have to buy, you have to maintain your stop loss below 60,000, which is too wild. You understand? So if you have to buy, you need to wait, come down to 1 hour, wait for price to pull back. Let me show you exactly what I'm expecting. I already took my buy yesterday. Oh, yes, I bought somewhere around here. Okay, so if you want to buy, you have to wait for price to pull back a little, because if you are buying and placing your stop loss maybe at 67,000, we don't know, price might decide to come back down to tap on this zone before rising. So unless you accept the risk, if you are ready to risk it, then you get in. Perfect. So Beyond Limited, what's up? Where are you streaming from? So if you are buying Bitcoin, if you want to buy Bitcoin like right now from the current price, because it's looking good, it's not bad for a risk taker. Okay, I'm currently in Abuja too, but I'm from Cameroon. Okay, so you'll be risking 129 pips, which is high. Okay, 129 pips, and you'll be targeting approximately 386 pips for you to have a 1:2. And we are not certain that it will break this highs today. And if it doesn't break the highs, there's a possibility for it to pull back down below this zone. So it's a little risky. It's a risky trade. As of now, I think you should even stay off the market and wait for good entries tomorrow. All right, guys, we've been live for this second stream has lasted close to 1 hour. The first stream lasted 30 minutes. So we've been live for over 1 hour, 30 minutes. So, guys, I think I have to rest now. See you guys on our next live stream. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, do not forget to show some love by subscribing, okay? Subscribe so that whenever I'm live, we can trade together. See you on the next video. Ciao.